Hey guys, I'm Allison. I'm the Pampered Wife. This is the first video for me of 2023, so Happy New Year. If you're new here, I love all clean beauty. Of course, that is very particular to the person. We've all got our own definitions. I'm 49 years old, 49 and a half, and have dry skin, especially around my under eyes, textured, and a lot of times flaking. And I'm telling you this because today we have got an order from BeautyPie, which we'll talk about in a minute. And one of the items is, well, it's all makeup. And one of the items is an eye concealer. So let's just go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna put it all on my face and we'll just talk about it as we go. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I have allergies all year round, and today is no exception. I'm wiping the nose, blowing the nose, sneezing. So I usually try to cut that out of the video, but if my nose looks more red throughout the video, that's why. And also my eyes do tear a little bit. So this is just part of the challenge of makeup. I do try to cover my nose some with a little bit of foundation or concealer, but it all gets wiped off. I do already have my foundation products on. I have my eyebrows done, and I think that's it. So BeautyPie is a company that sells to the public. It can be a bit expensive, or you can buy a membership for $50 a year. I'm not selling a membership. I do not have an affiliate link, nothing. I'm just sharing what BeautyPie is. If you buy a membership, the 1 year long membership, then the prices of everything are dramatically reduced. And the items that BeautyPie sells are beauty related, skincare. I believe I'm looking, yeah, they have hair care, body care, supplements, candles, and it'll go from, like, let me look at the price of the concealer that I have here that we'll talk about is usually $28, but if you're a member, it's $12. So the prices are dramatically cut. You know, obviously that's more than half. So they have a lot of cleaner items, and so it seemed worth it to me to give it a try. That being said, I did a trial period and I decided not to move forward with the year-long membership, but they went ahead and charged me without notice, which really pisses me off, so just be aware of that. And I did request that they cancel it, and they said, well, it's already gone through and this and that, but we will cancel it effective as soon as the cancellation date can be, which is like 1 year from whenever they charged me. It's not the end of the world. I'm gonna try some more things. So I went on there and decided to try some makeup because skincare I kind of already have under control. All of the products are made, we don't know exactly where or by whom necessarily, although there's full disclosure on the website. When I say we don't know exactly by whom, like made in Italy, and the packaging is glass and beautiful, and the formula seems the same as a high-end product. We don't know that it's made at the same factory as maybe Chanel, or not that Chanel's made in Italy, but I think you understand what I'm saying. These are beautiful products, high performance. It seems like high-end ingredients at a fraction of the cost, the idea being that you can buy it basically at a direct cost price and not sacrifice any of the beauty anyway around. They do have a label for certain things that are clean beauty. Everything I buy from them is clean beauty and cruelty free. I believe everything on the site is cruelty free. It comes in this lovely pink box labeled BeautyPie. I'm not going to show you the other site because that does have my address on it. Eco-friendly inks, cruelty-free, clean beauty, recycled board. And it says, at BeautyPie, our mission is to deliver the absolute best in beauty non-stop at prices so amazing, even a splurge is a steal. And that is definitely the case. It does come wrapped in tissue paper, but I went ahead and removed it. Here are the items. Let's go ahead and jump in. The first thing that we're gonna use is the Everyday Great Skin Concealer. This is made in Germany, suitable for all skin types. Here is the packaging once you take it out. Frosted glass, black top, very lovely. I have the shade Shell, 150, hoping this is right. I need to look into their return policy actually, but let's read about this. Everyday great concealer. It can be slightly addictive, could be the creaminess, the blendability, the buildability, the blur, or that erases imperfections. I'd like to see that. With the dab of a wand and a bit of a blend, illuminate non-tours, I guess the opposite of contours, highlights with nourishing shea butter, olive fruits, and hyaluronic acid, matte finish, vegan and cruelty-free. So what drew me to this was buildable. I'm looking for coverage. I'm always dark right in here. Obviously the vegan and cruelty-free. Hyaluronic acid with the olive fruits and shea butter appealed to me as well. I need something moisturizing. I tend to get really dry and flaky through here, and the matte finish is key to me. I have bags, you can see them accentuated. So even when I cover the darkness, the bags are still there. I need a matte finish. I do not want anything shiny illuminating that. That is just part of aging for me, is these bags, the loss of collagen under the eyes. You know, it recedes here, and so this looks more filled out and creates that change of depth. So I need matte, or I have to powder under my eyes, and when I powder under my eyes, then it tends to make them look dried out a bit. It's a whole thing. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Before we do that, one more note about BeautyPie. They do list all of the ingredients, which I really appreciate, so that is something else you can use. It does say we're passionate about what we don't include: parabens, alcohol, fragrance, hydroquinone, benzoyl peroxide, and it goes on, phthalates, you know, a bunch of things. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So it's one of those angled doe foot kind of applicators. I'm just gonna take the wand directly and dab it. I guess we should swatch the color, but here we are, just going right in, feeling adventurous. I'm not gonna put any out here. I definitely have smile lines that will definitely crease. I mean, everything creases as you get older with the smile lines. Any lines, they crease. Wrinkles, I should say. But my primary concern is just covering those dark spots. I guess we'll try fingers, dabbing it in on the one side. That has sunk in really nicely. Move a little closer. It really does have a nice finish so far. So what I have underneath is a light layer of eye cream, and then my SPF, which is a little bit tinted, but not much. So you can see how nicely that blended in and just sunk in. I think it looks like skin, and the shade looks fine. On the other side, I'm gonna try this concealer brush. It's the Angie Hot and Flashy A506. I love this, by BK Beauty. It's synthetic, vegan. One side is angled and the other side is flat. The angled side you can just push the product in, and the flat side you can spread it around. I found this to be really great. I like the shape. Well, the shape is what it's all about, right? So I'm just gonna push that in. You can definitely see my texture when I just push that in. Let me try spreading it. Now that's not to say that's the product, that's my eye. I don't know if you can see the texture. Whoop, right up there in my inner corner. Again, yeah, like I said, that's not to say that that's the product. That's just the skin on my eye. And this is a magnifying mirror, which is not the best because I can't get a good perspective. Actually, wow, that one layer I think did a beautiful job. I feel like this side is more luminous. I don't know if that's the product I have underneath, the lighting, but at this point I would want to powder right there just to get rid of some of the luminosity. I may go in and put a little more on this eye. I feel like the brush sheared it out some, and I like a little more full coverage. I'm very excited by this. So far from what I'm seeing, I would agree with the claims. Buildable, highlights, you know, that depends on the shade. Nourishing, it doesn't feel drying or look drying. It melted right into my skin so nicely. And I think the shade, at least for my winter time skin, And color is pretty spot on. They do have quite a few shades. I'm actually really loving this so far. I mean, it's been about 3 minutes, but I love it. It looks totally natural. It sunk right in. It was super easy to blend out. I really like the coverage. I am thrilled. Okay, so that is the Everyday Great Skin Concealer. Next we have Super Cheek Powder Blush. This one is made in Italy. I do have a cream blush from them, very pigmented, it's gonna take me my whole life to use up. This is described as Silky Weightless Deluxe Cheek Color. And I wanted a powder blush because I prefer powders. You would think as I'm aging and my skin is dry, I would prefer either a liquid or a cream, but I think just because I grew up with powders, I prefer powders. Also, I tend to prefer, if I'm being honest, a combination of a cream and a powder. I like to put a cream on and then top it with a powder. The creams don't tend to last as long, and pigment is harder for me with creams as far as the amount, and it's just more difficult. So powders for me just seem easier, and we've been in such a cream phase, I just wanted to try a powder. Here is the packaging for this. Sleek black plastic. I got the shade Super Juju. I think there are only 3 shades, by the way. And it does just flip open, which I really like. It has a divot there for your thumb. You don't need long nails. It's not difficult. Yeah, even without using my nails, I can just open it. But it does click shut, so if you want to put it in a makeup bag or in your purse, or you travel back and forth like I do, lovely. There is a mirror here. Let's go ahead and, well, I was gonna say let's take off the little cover. Yes, here it is. Well, that wasn't as satisfying as I thought it would be. It looks peachy to me. It's described as a light pink. That looks quite peachy, and it looks like there's a little bit of iridescence to it. You see that? Which I'm not mad about. Just looks very peachy, and when I look at it on the screen, it's a mauve-y, paler pink, and this is not that. Well, let's read about it. It says, this blows all other powder blushes out of the ballpark. Intense or blendable, ultra high pigment, or a soft veil-like wash with patented technology for an invisible feel. Super smooth, shade, payoff, and long-lasting, skin-hugging color. Italian, clean, vegan, and cruelty-free, of course. Suitable for all skin types. The product appears on a curated list of the best picks for skincare, hair care, and cosmetics for cancer treatment. Sensitized skin. Wow. Without skin-renewing retinoids, alpha-beta hydroxy acids, or fragrance. Of course, many BeautyPie products don't contain these items, but as we are very active ingredient focused, most contain some. So they have a C-list recommendation, which is for patients undergoing cancer treatment. That's how I got into clean beauty. My mother was going through cancer treatment, and her doctor said you need to avoid this long list of ingredients. And how amazing. All right, so this is the blush. Let me swatch it. Ooh, it does feel very light. I don't know, like feathery. Not just silky, but feathery. There it is on the back of my hand. It looks peachy to me, which is gonna be fine with the eye look I'm doing. Oh, it is pretty pigmented because now I'm trying to, you know, just wipe it off kind of, and it's pretty much sticking. You see that? Did not budge. So I'm definitely going to use a brush. This is the BK Beauty 107 brush. I have the travel size, so it's the T107. I'm a little nervous, it seems really pigmented. So I think what I'm gonna do, my dog's right here and it just sounded like he cried. He seems okay, he's getting in his bed. I'm just gonna pounce this in here. And obviously you saw the BeautyPie imprint on there. I can't get over how peachy coral it looks. I'm just gonna pounce it on the back of my hand. I do see quite a bit of, not a lot, but a little bit of sparkle. But now I don't even feel like it picked up very much. I'm gonna be brave. I'm just gonna go right in. You shouldn't do this. I was gonna make a joke like only professionals, you know, don't try this at home unless you're a professional. We know I'm not a professional. Do we see anything? Okay, so you can definitely get a light dusting. I'm gonna put on I'm gonna see if I can, trying to see if I picked up any. It's definitely not powdery or dusty. I guess I'll pounce it on. See how that goes. I did not powder before I put this on. I just have my foundation. Everything that I have on my face or use that's not included in this video will be linked down below. And all these products too. Okay, well I do see it on that side. Picked up quite a bit that time, I feel like. There wasn't like a film on top of it, and it's not hard pan, so maybe it's the brush I'm using. So I'm just gonna pounce it and then bring it forward. So if I get too much, at least it'll be back here. Yeah, I definitely see it now. Put a little up here, tie the whole face together. So there are really two ways currently to apply your blush. For a more lifted look, you just wanna keep it back off, you know, about 2 fingers from your nose, back off the apples of your cheek, and that'll give you a more lifted look. And on this side, I did put it on the cheek, which will give your face a fuller look. You want to keep it above where your nostrils end. So I sort of do both because I feel like if I only put it back here, I look pale. That's just me, my opinion. Let me know what you think. And I wonder if I should be using a smaller brush, a different brush. I have other brushes here. I mean, I see I've picked some up. You see there in the middle? All right, I have gone in with my 100% pure eyeshadow palette, my favorite eyeshadow palette, Better Naked. It's fruit pigmented. Now we're gonna go in with the BeautyPie Ultra Color Pro Gel Eyeliner. I got the shade Turkish Coffee. It claims to be waterproof, long-wearing, and intense color. It is made in Germany, also suitable for all skin types. It does have the color here on the end. It's just the typical stick. Oh, but it looks like it's sort of, yeah, a gel. It does say it's a gel, but I don't know why I wasn't actually thinking, ooh, it's really soft. You just touch it to your skin and it glides right on. I really like that shade. It's exactly what I was hoping for. It's a cooler brown, very deep. I got this because I struggle with eyeliner more than anything. It all ends up underneath my eyes. I don't want to powder because of the reasons I said earlier and how it makes my under eyes look dry. But even when I do powder, somehow it ends up under my eyes. Even if I only put the eyeliner on the top lid. High-tech, long-wearing, unbeatably smooth with intense pigment and extreme color payoff. This eyeliner is waterproof, budge-proof, smudge-proof, and pretty much perfect. It does have 1,227 4.4 star reviews, which seems pretty darn good. This one is not vegan, I just noticed. It is clean beauty, cruelty, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, and partially recyclable. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tightline. I'm gonna line really closely to my eyelashes on the top. Then I'm also gonna put it in my waterline, a little on the top and on the bottom. We'll see how that goes, and I'll try to remember to leave a comment, to pin a comment once I post the video and tell you how this wore. All right, so I'm gonna come in a little closer so you can see. So obviously I just did some tight lining up here. I think it's called tight lining. I don't even know. You know what I did. But it just makes the lash line look so much fuller, doesn't it? I feel like already my eye is looking better just by adding that. I love the shade. You know what? Let's see. I'm not going to smudge it out up here, but let's see. Yeah, it's not budging there. I wonder how blendable it is. So I just drew this line. So yeah, you can smudge it out a bit, not a ton, once you first put it down, but once you give it a couple seconds or a minute, it's gonna dry down. Thank you. The Victoria Beckham is supposed to be like that, but it smudges on me. It never really sets or dries down. So that's been disappointing. So that's why I wanted to try this. All right, let's move forward. I don't feel like it's depositing a ton of color on the waterline. Okay, I'm really trying to smudge it into the lash line, on the upper lash line. I'm loving the way it looks. I'm loving the shade. I love the application. It is very smooth, no tugging. I didn't have to apply any pressure. I feel like in the lower waterline, it didn't deposit a whole lot of color. I went back and forth there quite a bit. Yeah, I don't feel like it's deposited a whole lot of color. That doesn't really bother me because it's plenty and it's enough. And if it works, I will be so excited. And by works, I mean doesn't run down under my eyes throughout the day. I am working in a clothing store today. I work there on the weekends pretty much. Oh, we have a lip gloss. All right. Okay, we're gonna go right into lips and then I'll finish the look and come back and we'll give a big overview. So I got the Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oil in the shade Plum Naked. This is, well, it has collagen, hibiscus oil, and cherry oil. Again, this particular shade has 22 reviews, 4.9 stars, which is pretty fantastic. It's the glass packaging. Unlike the concealer, this glass is not frosted, but it's still beautiful. And the concealer also had a black top. This one's got a silver top. Appreciate different packaging so I can tell them apart in my makeup drawer. It feels luxurious, very nice, not too weighty, but still substantial. This one is imported from Italy. This supercharged lip oil gives a sheer kiss of color with a shiny, balmy, hydrating finish. Not at all sticky, it's infused with collagen AC microvectors, antioxidant cherry and hibiscus oils, and a hint of shimmer. In just one swipe, lips look visibly plumped, moisturized, and irresistibly dewy. That all sounds wonderful to me. Clean beauty, cruelty-free, partly recyclable, not vegan. It has a paddle wand, so that flat paddle. Okay, I love the shade. It's that, well, it's called, what is it, Naked Plum? I already forgot, but I think so, and that is exactly what I was hoping it would be. It does look dewy, shiny. Oh, in person it's quite shiny. Yeah, I think you can see that. Oh. Okay, let's get it on my lips. My lips are feeling dry. I love the shade. Love, 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 love the shade. I may need to dot some on my cheeks because I don't know that this color combo quite goes together, but I love the shade. It is cushiony. It reminds me of the Ficlo lip serums. How much is this? If you are not a member of BeautyPie, it's $30. If you are a member of BeautyPie, it's $9.50. I love the shade. It feels wonderful. It's delivering the amount of shine, and it's not at all sticky. It's just cushiony. No scent, which I love. You know, it's sheer. It's a sheer product. Doesn't deposit a lot of pigment. I don't feel like I could build up the pigment, but I could always wear a lip liner underneath for pigment, or a lipstick, or yeah, those are my two choices. And then add this on top and that would have plenty of pigment. Okay, I'm gonna finish up the look and be right back. Okay, here's the finished look, but I do wanna add more blush because I feel like I need more blush. I'm gonna try a different brush and I'm gonna pull my hair out of my face. And I'm just gonna use the little mirror on here. And this is a Jenny Patinkin Cheeks brush. I'm not using highlighter today. I feel like my eyes have enough going on. Maybe it's just the shade. I can't get over how peachy it is. And yeah, I just feel like it doesn't pick up very much. And there is one more product I got that we need to talk about. All right, well, I looked on the website for my next purchase and it must be a limited edition, but they do have more of this type of thing. It is a perfume. I'm trying to get into scents. Scents have been huge in the past year. Have you noticed that? Everyone's talking about scents. It's snowing a lot. Anyway, so I got, and it's upside down, Angelique's Letters. It's an eau de parfum made in France. This is 1.69 fluid ounces. It does have a batch number here at the top. What does it say about it? Natural spray. Okay, here are the notes. lemon, bergamot oil, sweet tobacco, jasmine, cinnamon, clove, cedarwood, musk, and vanilla. Just sounded interesting and different, and I like all of those things except musk. This one I believe is vegan because that is important to me. Here is the packaging. It's sleek, it's clean, I love it, it's my aesthetic. Heavy glass, but not too heavy or bulky. It's got this nice detail on the bottom to add a little bit of a prism-like effect. Not prism, I don't know. And the top is magnetic, which is fun. It is a spray. I don't know, I'm trying it out. There's no trial size, but I sprayed it today. I'm not crazy about it at first, but I find with a perfume you kind of need to get to know it. So we'll see. It seemed a little musk and vanilla forward to me. We'll see as the day goes on. I don't know. And the musk and vanilla aren't my favorite. So we'll see. My nose has been really itchy. I'm sorry if it's all red. Don't let it detract from the total look. I hope you think this looks nice. I'm very pleased with everything. I feel like maybe I went a little too light in shade for the concealer, but I'm loving the concealer so far. The blush, that's the least thing, my least favorite thing, I'd have to say. I'm a little disappointed I couldn't get much pigment. It's not nearly as pink as I thought. The picture online is very mauvey. What I have is quite peachy. I don't know, I'm not blown away by that. The eyeliner I very much like. I washed my hand with soap and water when I went and put on my mascara. Didn't go anywhere, so I expect it is, well, not only I expect, it is waterproof, and you're gonna need an oil cleanser to get this off because water and soap are not going to do it. It was difficult to get into my waterline on the bottom, and especially didn't go on the outer corners. That's something to note, and I looked in the mirror a little more closely. It's really not there. That's not a deal breaker for me at all. I still like the way it looks. I love the shade, how easily it applied, and if it wears that well, I'm going to be over the moon. This will be my favorite by far. The lip gloss, I have taken a few sips of coffee. It's still on my lips. It still feels cushiony. I don't feel like I need to reapply it. I use soap and water, as I mentioned, on my hand. Let me know. I think you can see this. Where the lip gloss was, it is still a little shiny. I don't know that that's coming through, but you definitely see some pigment. So I expect it's gonna stain the lips a little bit. I love the shade, and I could definitely see picking up more shades. I feel like there weren't that many shades. I'll have to look. Anyway, I'm very pleased with everything I got. The perfume I'll get to know will either become closer or not, you know? I can always pass that on. That's an easy thing to just pass around because it's not going to get contaminated by me using it. So that is it. I hope you guys are doing well in this new year. I've been very into astrology and Cancer. The full moon is in Cancer, and it is square Venus and Uranus, so you may have some surprising overtures from a loved one, specifically a romantic loved one, you know, I don't know. I'm not an astrologer, I just love it and have really been into that lately. So of course I'd love it if you enjoyed it at all, if you'd subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. I always love to read your comments, I really appreciate them. And as always, I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today. Bye.